Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Now, September is a weird month. Seriously. You see, there's always two main range releases, monthly range, whatever you want to call them, in September. The reason behind this is that Doctor Who magazine comes out once every 4 weeks. So the original thoughts behind this was that there would be one release per issue of the magazine. They could always reserve this. Now, this works when Doctor Who's not on TV, taking up a big chunk of your magazine. It becomes the main thrust, the main focus for your output. But things have changed. And this particular release order of 13 a year has not changed. I wouldn't be surprised if it went back to, 12? Not back, but you know what I mean. However, part of me also thinks that around release number 300, the monthly range might just stop and then become the 6th Doctor range or the 5th Doctor range and so on. Because let's face it, people like you and me are going to buy everything. We really are. We're not very bright, but we do know what we like. And as far as I'm concerned, Doctor Who has become mainly an audio medium. The TV show often leaves me cold, but that's because it's not targeted at me. These stories are. And I can enjoy them at my own pace and get reviews out whenever I want. That's a personal thing. That's also not important. What is important is that this month we've got two releases, 255, Harry Houdini's War, and 256, which is a 5th Doctor Tegan Nyssa story. I'll talk about that one next time. Because, I need to review these things. So, as always, bottom line. Is it any good? Yes. Do you enjoy it? Yes. That's basically what it comes down to. I'm a fan of the 6th Doctor on audio. I'm a fan of the 6th Doctor in general. I've gone back. I've become a convert. I am that person. I've taken the Doctor that we have now and applied it to those TV Doctors and made them better in my head. I love the 6th Doctor. Synopsis. The world is at war and Harry Houdini wants to fight for his adoptive country. He might get the chance when an old friend crashes his New York show. The Doctor is on the trail of his central powers, spy ring, which has somehow acquired unearthly technology. But he is also keeping a dangerous secret. Finding himself on the run behind enemy lines, the world's greatest escape artist has to work out who he can trust, and fast. And it's great, because we've got that, I hate using the phrase boy's own adventure, because that doesn't really give it justice. It's a spy drama, yes, I'll grant you that. It's set in the First World War, which is great. It appears that the Doctor's on the side of the Germans, not Nazis, remember that, just Germans. And the Kaiser has, let's face it, the reasons behind the First World War are totally messed up. The fact that the Doctor's meeting Houdini in various different orders is brilliant. He's almost a human River Song. And he wants to travel in the TARDIS so badly. Yes, Houdini's been name-checked time and time again, and he's appeared in one of those nice anthology things with people reading stories, but that's not what's important. What is important is that right here we've got a great narrative. It's a 4-part story. It's Steve Lyons who gives us something spectacular every time and hasn't failed here. Yes, you've got the usual, you're not going to trick me into using the word trope. I'm not. Spy dramas, we're familiar with them. We know the exciting world of, let's put it this way, the first Captain America film. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? I know that's a Second World War drama, but you know the whole thing of Americans wanting to do their bit. And of course, Houdini, actually a German. Now, his real name's Eric Weiss. And forgive me if I'm wrong, isn't that the name of Magneto in real life? That just makes it more confusing, because obviously Magneto's not in real life, but you know what I mean, in an alternative universe. Oh, I'm so on a tangent. Welcome. That's not important. What is important is that I really genuinely like this story. And I can see this monthly range going back to actual months, because that extra release, does it cheapen it? I don't know. It makes you go, which one do I want? Now I know, like me, you'll want them both, but it does feel strange, especially with them both appearing on my downloads list on the same day. So whether we'll go to 12, I just don't know. It would upset me because we'd have less Doctor Who, but it would make complete financial sense in this world where the Doctor Who magazine doesn't just have big finishes to concentrate. So, on that rather downbeat note, I'll let you hear the really impressive trailer to a really impressive story. So until next time, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions.
You can start by telling me about your employer, the magician.
Doctor Who, Harry Houdini's War.
The Doctor? I wouldn't call him my employer. He's more of a, well, we travel together.
Your real employer, Miss Brown, the man who pays you to keep his secrets. Tell me about Harry Houdini.
What the devil is it? That, Harry, is a tear in the fabric of space-time itself. A trans-dimensional portal.
We're fighting a war! The Great War! Kill or be killed!
The outcome of the war depends on you, Harry Houdini. So you can hang around back here all night, or you can come with me and save the world.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.